Hi guys, good morning. Melissa here with the Enchanted Moon, and I'm pretty sure it is like 5 a.m. here, and I'm super excited. So I'm shooting a video today about sigils, and I've been really kind of getting into sigils. And what exactly is a sigil? A sigil is a magical symbol that is created. It's a personal symbol that you can create. You can find plenty of downloads too. If you go on the internet, you can find different pre-made sigils. So if you are looking to take the easy, just quick route, you could certainly do that. But I really enjoy making them myself. And so I'm going to kind of explain the basics on the sigils and the different ways that people do them. Just remember that there is no wrong way to create a sigil. You can really do this any way that you want. Okay, so I kind of drew this up a little bit in advance here. So it all starts out with an intent. So this one here says, I am healthy and happy. The reason why, so let's say I'm not healthy and I have the flu and I want to be healthy. The reason why I'm writing it in the now context is because this is going to work to manifest. Now, if you make this, I want to be happy, then you're always going to want to be happy. Once it comes to fruition, it's still going to wanting to be happy. It's not going to be happy. It's not going to be healthy. So always write your sigil in the final text. I am wealthy. I am healthy and happy. And this way that as that comes to fruition, it's the final result that comes to fruition. And again, there's different ways of doing this. I've seen people do it where it's the I want. I've seen people use the want to obtain, that kind of thing. But the way that I've followed it and the way that I've studied it, that this is the best way to go because it will be continuously working to come to fruition. So once you have this line here, and again, it's an option, you can take out all of the vowels, A, E, I, O, U, Y is a choice. So once you take out the vowels, you're left with M, H, L, T, N, D, P. So you can either keep it from there. Now I took this here and I created this sigil example over here on the side. So there's really no rules. You can change the size of the letters. You can change the shapes of them as long as the lines are all there. So as far as changing the shapes, I mean, I took down one of the M's, for example, and I created the same amount of lines that it took to make the M, but I created some of them in different proportions, and I didn't mush them together to actually create the letter. I created the symbol instead. So this here is this sigil right over here. Now you can break it down even further. I have the rune method right here, and I then took that rune and I created a sigil, and this here is what I came up with the runes. Now you can also, depending on if you don't really like the runes in the Norse mythology, you can break it down to the Wiccan text or pagan text, which I have here. I have not created a sigil on this one yet. I like the flow of these letters. I just haven't started working as much with these. I've only done a few. So after creating your sigil, you want to take this piece of paper once it's been created. I actually have another one on the back, but once it has been created, you want to actually fold it up and put it away. And this way that you forget what that sigil actually looked like, because you don't want to remember what that sigil was actually for. But you do, however, want to write a little cheat sheet in pencil on the back that says what the sigil, the intent behind that sigil actually is. Either you can write it in a journal. Not everybody likes to leave it with that, because then if somebody does find the symbol, then they're going to automatically know what it was for. And there is some debate as to whether or not its power comes from secrecy. So you could certainly write it. I just write mine on the back, to be honest with you. And because I do a lot with sigils, it's not something that I just do once a month. I do like to make sigils, and so I have several of them going. I do also like to make 2 or 3 different versions of the same exact sigil. This one here is the same intent as this one here. It just looks very different. The other thing too, I've had sigils come into fruition within a day. I've had them come into fruition within a month. You want to at least give your sigils at least 30 days to kind of come into fruition. So yeah, so there's many different ways. If you happen to have your own way of doing it and would like to share, please comment below. I would love to hear your method of making sigils. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.